I started smoking the 70 ring gauges and the 80 ring gauges because what I started to find is that I could buy one cigar and it would last me for 4 hours, man. And I'll sit there and smoke that thing. Everybody else finishing their cigar, lighting another cigar, putting out, lighting another cigar, and I'm still in the same one. Like, yeah, get it. Yeah, get it. Yeah, get it.
Well, it sounds like, Aaron, you like big things in your mouth.
I believe we bring great content to cigar life itself.
From my end, from Cuba?
From Cuba, Mississippi.
I don't know, go black. Think LeBron and shit.
Osage crew. Osage. It's just me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Osage Cigar Talk. We're here. You're in for the setup as always. We're going to get our cigars going. We appreciate y'all viewing our show. We're trying to do the best we can. Hopefully, we're entertaining y'all. Hopefully. I don't think, you see, everybody's unraveling cigars.
I'm ready.
I don't know where Aaron is.
I'm already ready. I'm ready.
Well, we can introduce ourselves. I'm Bruce Johnson, Osage Cigar Talk, Osage Crew. Dwight, you next.
All right. Dwight Archer, Osage Cigar Talk. About to get it popping.
Mizzay Littlejohn, Osage Cigar Talk host. These guys are just here. Anyway.
Are you the talent?
Yeah, the talent.
The talent. I'm Aaron, Osage Cigar Talk. It's original Smoking and Joking crew.
Let's go.
We here.
Whoop, whoop.
He was the original Smoking and Joking crew.
Original one, not the old.
No. That was a discussion. I remember when we started talking about that at BQ.
Definitely.
You remember? He
wasn't part of it. He wasn't there.
I got to drive all the way down there.
No, but listen, if you want to get into that, and Osage stands for Official Smoking and Joking Events.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it's a Facebook group, and it was started from the lack of.
Wherever you go with that,
it was started from the lack of satisfaction
from another group,
another Facebook group.
Yes.
It was started by my man Aaron Reid.
True.
Yes. Am I right?
Yes.
Right.
You are
absolutely
right.
correct. Yep.
So that's where that came from. So was it discussed?
Yes, it was discussed.
And BQ is where we all used to hang out.
Being frustrated about the other group that we were in, and how we like to joke and have fun, and some of the restrictions that were put on us.
And
not on me though, but
how we would go out and do things and be out in the city and in the faces of people.
Right.
And it wasn't that group was. And I would argue with you about that at BQs that's not what that group was about.
Right.
Reading the mission statement, if you will, it was they said it was to discuss. Online
and to learn.
Yes,
that's
it. It
wasn't
so
a lot,
I guess
learning
that was the impetus for
yeah.
you to start Osage.
Yes.
Well, it wasn't Osage, but to start Smoking and Joking group.
Osage, I like it. Yep, start Osage, yeah.
So what are you smoking? Because I don't even see a cigar. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I got a cigar hidden.
All right.
So I'm going first?
Yeah.
Why not?
I gotta go first this time.
Are you cut?
So.
Are you cut?
Yeah, I'm cut. I'm ready. I'm cut and ready.
He's not cut.
Yo,
you can look at him until he ain't cut.
No, shit.
Listen.
He has a
story to tell. The bathroom is that way.
Listen, we're gonna do it. Hey, I'm gonna do it for you. Disclaimer. We're gonna do this right here. Whoa.
Not the cut I was talking about.
I believe Aaron has like story cigars now.
Story
cigars that he's gonna tell a story about.
Yes,
okay.
that's true.
That's why he wanted to go last.
That's true. That is true. That is pretty true.
What? Can we have Dwight go first then?
Yes.
You represent?
Yes.
Yes.
You go first. You go first.
He's hiding it. No, he's hiding it.
Right. He have a story. Oh God, here you go.
Dwight, you're up. What you smoking?
Let me see what we got here. Let me put my glasses on because you know I'm blind.
Oh God.
Two blind men on the left.
I can see you.
Here's a lighter that works.
Thank you.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Wow. Shots fired.
What you got, Dwight?
I got a La Gloria Cubana.
You put an I in it?
Bull.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
That's just like that Spanish press. What's that? Spanish smash.
The Spanish mash.
Anyway,
That's Flacco. Y'all gotta forgive him. That's Flacco language.
Flacco, thank you.
La Gloria. Go
La
ahead.
Gloria. How I pronounce it now?
Cubana.
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 All right, Cubana.
Now,
Wait, which one though?
This says the Collection Reserve.
Oh, there you go.
Right, that's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Gloria. It's got some other words.
Got some other words.
He's like, I don't know.
Ernesto
It's a woman with a dress on.
if I'm not mistaken, Bruce, I
He is gonna mess with it.
Perez
gave him a break.
Carrillo.
Okay.
Carrillo.
I gave him out. He wouldn't go in. I'm going in.
I got a magnifying glass in the room.
So that's a blend cigar with EP Carrillo.
EP Carrillo. Okay.
That's the last word there, Carrillo, I think.
Carrillo. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the cigar. That's one of the cigars that I think we had up when we was in New York, but it was a smaller one. I think it was like more of a.
I don't recognize
zero.
that the burgundy thing.
You
at the
don't
bottom.
recognize that?
No.
Okay.
I like. Listen, I like the
Because I
rap.
had a DBL, remember?
No. They gave us a cigar.
Oh, at the thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? You are right. Correct. They
Wait.
did. He is right.
Oh, wow.
He was.
He wasn't there.
I was.
He was there.
The New York.
Wait, so we're not talking about the boat?
No.
No, we're talking about when we
on the rooftop.
The rooftop.
The rooftop.
Oh.
The rooftop John. Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe. I remember the event.
He said,
I remember the event. With
Maybe. I
Karachi.
don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Karachi,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I'm not gonna show you on air right now, but I think
Oh
I have
my
a picture.
God!
Oh,
This
do it.
This
You
dude
gotta
done picked up. He done picked up the
This
phone. Got to pick up the
Talking about
phone.
there's a Zach cigar?
man.
Right. They gonna prove me wrong.
This
That's
is
fine.
this is
All
called
So
fact
have
checking.
you had that before?
I think.
Oh
I
wow,
remember
that
when
is
we
a
went
fact check.
Is that the exact same?
No.
He said, fact check.
Yeah, back it up.
Check.
It could be.
You gonna have to show me that, man. You got to send me that. I mean, definitely wrong on that. Hey, wow. Okay. All right.
I never had it. I never had a. What did you say he had? He said
A DBL.
I had a DBL.
No, I was thinking about the boat trip.
Yeah.
I had a DBL. Remember we stopped in a cigar shop in Jersey?
Yes.
I had a DBL there.
Yes, you did.
All
Yes,
right,
you did.
come on now.
All right.
We
So
talking about. Yeah, we go.
next.
All right, so have you had that before?
I've had it one time in New York. That was a couple years ago.
Okay.
So.
You remember that? What
No,
it was like?
no, I don't.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha. I am smoking a the Tabernacle. I can't. You said it's a red and a black. I don't know what the names are. Is there a name for the different ones?
I don't know either.
Black label Tabernacle.
Right.
Never had it before, so I'm trying it. And I know I say this, but hopefully I remember. I will let you know how it is at the end of the show or during the show.
Nice.
So my first time.
Okay. I have a Perdomo Champagne Sun Grown.
Cheers.
Yes. And as I'm smoking, it does give me bubbles. But this is a great cigar. I do definitely enjoy this cigar. I always order this when I get an opportunity to get it.
So you just ordered? You got them online?
Yeah. I got about like
How many
10 of them.
did?
10
Oh,
of
wow.
them online
Nice.
on cigarbid.com, and I got a good deal for this.
What'd you get? Well, this could be your corner right here. But go ahead. What'd you
All
pay
right,
for?
I paid, if I'm not mistaken, I paid $22 for 10.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
No,
for 10.
5.
10.
Wow.
He knows his numbers. He knows his
That's a
numbers.
good deal.
He
I'm
knows
just
his
double checking
numbers.
'cause that's
That's a
unbelievable.
good deal.
Yeah.
That's a good
Wow.
price.
For 10.
Wow.
That's a good
Yeah,
price.
for 10. So
I see you chop the.
Man, butchered. Can you please hold that up to the
Please hold that up.
man?
Please hold that
Whoa!
up.
hold it up.
You chopped the
That
shit out
cap, that cap is gone. Them shoulders is dead. Ain't no shoulders on that dog. Man, I love it.
You're right, man. You're right. I'm just my goddamn cutter. My goddamn cutter. That's what you gonna do. That's what you gonna do.
You got cutters, man.
Oh man.
All right, Aaron.
All right.
Please, the people want to know.
So, had this cigar for 8 years.
I know that one.
8
It
years.
is.
Oh,
You see it,
yeah,
don't you?
yes,
You see
it
it.
And Bruce, you can enter in the Alfred Hitchcock song right now. Bum, bum, bum. It is a Gurkha 15-year cellar reserve. Just so that I can smoke it and blow the smoke into Mizzay's face.
Leftwise.
Leftwise.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
This is the.
But wait, you've had a anniversary Gurkha before,
the
right?
Cellar Reserve. Yeah.
What was the other one? That's the 15.
This is the 15. You had the 15.
That's
You had the one with the white label.
Yeah,
the white label. That's the 12.
12.
Yeah. So I always tell Mizzay to try the Cellar Reserves because they're pretty good. They're the pretty good Gurkhas. My favorite one is the 18th year. It has a brown label. This is the 15 has the black. Then the 12 has the white label. So yeah, these are my favorite Gurkhas. So.
I'm a fan.
Oh, so I just did an X cut. I put it on screen so you can see. It's just a V cut one way and then 90 degrees the other way.
Crown cut.
Bang. All right, so debatable crown or X cut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lighting up. What are we drinking?
There's a lighter right here, man. This is a lighter that works. There you go.
I'm not even going to play around with mine, but that's fine. Dwight, what you got for us to sip on?
Let's see what we got here today. We got a little cognac.
Mm-hmm.
That yak for your back.
From the French regions.
Not French. It's a little cognac product of France. It's a VS. Anyone know what the VS stands for?
Very special.
Very special.
Yes, indeed.
Wow. Learn something new every day.
Flacco, you ever been to France?
No.
No?
I've been to England, but I haven't been to France.
You ever had a French woman?
No.
No? Still shit to do.
So you couldn't bring the XO, huh?
Do you have a bottle
Yeah,
of XO?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
No, I don't.
Anyway.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I know. I got this from the state store. This boy, I tell you.
Go ahead. You got it from where?
State store, PA State store on, I think, New Year's. It's called I don't know if I'm about to fuck it up already.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Anzac?
I'm going with Anzac.
Nah, we'll go with
I'm
Anzac.
okay with
Good
that.
job. Good
I'm
job.
okay with that. So good. Let's try
Let's
that.
try it and see what
Yes.
let's see what's in
One
it.
drink the sack.
I heard you like drink sacks, but it's okay.
You bought that.
So today is a cognac day for the Osage crew. We're going to try some cognac.
Yeah.
Usually it's whiskey for us, and then other times it's rum. So today we're in France. So join us, why don't you?
Yeah, for your back.
Whoa.
Don't mind if I do. Ooh.
That was nice. That was
Yeah,
good.
right. Trying to be
Nice.
not so generous to myself. So we will do this.
Cheers.
Yes, indeed.
That screws on, right?
It's a court.
Oh,
It's a court.
It's France, bro. Come on.
To the new year.
To the new year.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Prost. I like it. It's got some berry flavors in there. I like
It really
it.
does.
Yeah,
And I usually can't do it.
it's not that strong. Or at least it's no bite. I'll know later if it's that strong.
It does say 40% alcohol on the
40?
40.
Okay. This is a sipping. I like this. It's good.
I like that.
Weren't you just somewhere?
Yeah.
Sorry, I do.
We were just
I
somewhere.
like to hear.
Yeah.
You know, we'd like to let the audience hear about your travels. And,
My travels? I've been
and-
doing a
and
lot
the-
of traveling lately.
Yes, your
Excursion.
responsibility
You're spelunking.
that you have. Did you splunk while you were there?
Walked out there.
Yo,
Maybe waterboarded.
No, real quick though, to tell the audience because everyone knows Dwight is in military, so every once in a while he has the responsibility of leaving town and has to go leave his regular job and work for the government.
And
So-
protect our country.
Yes, indeed. This is who's
God
got your
bless-
back.
God bless America.
America.
So where were you?
I was back in San Antonio, Texas again for some training.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a couple of days, 5 days.
Okay.
So, nothing special, but again, away from the family and,
Yeah.
and the homies.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good training. I can't really talk about it because it's top secret.
Okay.
So if it's top
Nobody
secret,
has
that
no
means
land.
I have to
Yeah.
fucking.
No, fella.
Now,
Now, San Antonio before, haven't you?
I was in Lackland. My basic training was in San Antonio.
Yeah, I've been there as well. I
Yeah.
traveled to San Antonio. They had some great food.
You did the Riverwalk?
Yeah.
You gotta do that, right?
Yeah, you gotta do that.
That's like a must do
Yeah.
when you go there.
Yeah.
And see the Alamo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I shot those would be bigger.
Now,
the sizes again.
Now, it's something that, I think that you did already speak about on a previous episode, but you went out there for the training for what exactly?
Oh, because today is, what's today's date? That's a good question. Today's the 10th.
The 10th.
It's the 10th. So I'll actually be leaving in 4 days, my friend.
Okay.
For 6 months to serve our country.
Where?
In Qatar.
So that was training for Qatar.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Training for Qatar. Qatar, if anyone knows, everyone remembers Transformers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The big Transformers movies when they were in the desert and stuff like that. That's the major base that they were at.
That's where you're going.
That's where I'm going.
Nice. Okay. All right. Good deal.
Yeah.
So no partying in Qatar, but San Antonio, I guess last time you were there was no partying.
There's no party. It was no party. I was too tired after all the training. Listen, it was training in bed.
What I find, which is now the way it is, wasn't always partying in the lounges. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good segue.
So
Very good segue.
lounges, when I first started smoking, I would go to, it wasn't Ashton's, it was Holt's.
Right.
And upstairs, Mahogany's.
Mahogany.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was dreary.
Mhm.
It was
Oh,
dark.
man.
It was
Worse.
nothing but us, not us, but it was nothing but dudes.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Nobody
And-
talk.
Right, nobody talk. If it was music, it was probably slow jazz, which is okay, but nowadays, lounges, you'll find a DJ,
Mm-hmm.
you'll find a lot of women, which is a plus. I'm all right with that. Yep. Hey.
Golf clap.
So, how do we feel about this change?
Right. Right.
Flacco, how do you feel?
I enjoy it.
I do
mean,
too.
I really thoroughly enjoy it. I think from back when I started smoking 8 years ago when we went to Holt's before and it was predominantly all white males.
Mhm.
It would be us sprinkled every here and there. Pepper. But they actually come and like enjoy some music. I think the aspect of smoking a cigar is companionship with everyone. There's like you can have a good conversation and hearing good music. I think music and cigars and liquor is a great mix.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Not just sitting there with a bunch of dudes and
Read the newspaper.
reading newspapers.
Reading newspaper.
That's what I was saying.
Maybe talking about some of the latest cigars and what do you think about this cigar?
Mhm. And women bring a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll talk about cigars, but it moves into other areas. And
Yeah, it can.
there's plenty of times I went to lounges and we're talking about relationships and
Right.
differences between men and women and
Oh, yeah.
why are there good men out there? Oh, I heard that. I was like, you about to date a Flacco.
Already going in. Already going in.
Let's get started. Yeah. But
So you- go
as
ahead.
far as that's being said, like I think that we all can agree. I don't think that it's a bad thing that women can come in there and we can talk and have discussions with women. Even in the cigar lounges, we can have more conversations. But I think the article was more so talking about it turning into like a debauchery, like just a
Right,
whole
yeah.
crazy club scene. People in
Nightclub.
there acting nightclubish. People come in there to act out, act crazy, get way more than drunk. I mean, usually the drinker in the cigar environment is very limited. They get to a point where they may be buzzed,
Right,
they finish
right,
their
right.
cigar, and then they leave. Now people is getting
Twisted.
I mean,
wasted.
now you need a security there
Exactly.
checking people before they come
So
in.
is that a problem?
Well, I think that is spawned from the BYOB aspect of lounges.
Ooh.
There's so much liquor in lounges now.
You can't say that.
What are you talking about?
Like I was saying,
No BYOB.
What are you talking about?
We
No,
didn't
I
say
thought
no.
you were saying.
He didn't say no BYOB.
Okay,
He said
all right.
because of
No,
the
but
BYOB.
yeah, I'm saying
Because
that's
of the
why
liquor.
there's so much liquor, and I'm saying that's why people are getting twisted because it's so accessible.
Got
Right.
it.
It's all kind of bottles on the table.
Yo, come over here, try this. All right.
Right.
All right, why not?
Yeah.
Hey, we already know. What's the rule? What's the rule? If it's on the table, it's what?
It's community.
It's for the community.
Yeah.
It's for the community. That's a fact.
And that-
So I'm just saying that I think that contributes to
Right.
people drinking freely
Okay.
and getting twisted. I have no problem with it if they can maintain themselves and be respectful.
self-control.
Yeah. Don't get belligerent. And I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that?
I haven't seen belligerent. No, I haven't.
Not belligerent, but
No.
I've seen people get a little
I've seen
handsy.
I have.
I've
I've
seen
seen
people get a little
belligerent.
handsy and
Okay, I've seen that, yeah.
act inappropriate at times.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I've
You know,
seen that.
You know, hey man, get my wife out your lap.
That could be a problem.
Well,
Yeah, it's a problem. Have you seen any fights at a cigar lounge?
Yes, I have.
You have? Can you talk about that?
I don't really want to.
Without giving out any names.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right.
Was this a cat fight? Maybe some girls fighting over a guy?
I did see a girl fight one time.
Okay.
And I did see about 5 dude fight.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Five separate dude fights.
5 separate dude
And
fights.
they were all at the same place or different places?
2 of them was at the same place, and the other 3 was at different places. Separate places.
But there's a trend.
There's
Between
a
two
trend.
places, both of those places are still open?
Yes.
Wow.
Do you think it was more alcohol effect of why the fight started, or was this drama?
Yeah, 2 of them was the alcohol thing where everybody was trying to show off their machismo.
Okay.
And then the other one was more so just, you are the person that's been DMing my wife or my girlfriend.
Would it happen anywhere? You just happened to meet there.
Because I'm the tough guy,
that's the
you can't talk to me. So what? I'm DMing your
That's 2
girlfriend,
women.
wife. You can't talk to me like that. Let's fight. And
2 dudes. Okay.
Yeah.
And then as far as the girls,
Yeah.
it was I see you
Over another dude.
talking to my husband over there, talking to my boyfriend over there. Let's get it.
Wow.
And then,
I've never seen that.
Will you say where it was? Any of them?
I won't.
You
Say
won't.
where it was.
But they were in Philly?
You ever seen it?
I've never seen it. Not fights. Like
Majority of them
arguments.
was in Philly. One of them was in Vegas.
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah, right.
Just telling on everything.
Nah. Vegas happened.
I definitely see that happen.
One of them was in Jersey.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Well, when it's a club atmosphere and there's women involved as well, which we do love women coming to the cigar lounge
For sure.
definitely. Then you start to date those women.
Mm.
Yes, I have experience with that. And it's a thing of, and I don't know if it's a thing where you say maybe you shouldn't date women where in the lounge where you hang out. I think sometimes it could be a problem just dating within your circle.
Right.
Mm.
If it works out, it works out. For me, I just can speak for myself that it hasn't. Me being single now is proof that it hasn't worked out. It hasn't been it didn't turn out to be my end all be all.
Okay.
So I tend to stay away from dating in my circle. I tend to stay away from dating people that I see in the lounge.
Mm.
So do I see a problem with it? If it happens, if it works, and you guys are meant to be together, then fine, But I'm speaking from personal now.
Right.
Yeah. Dwight.
Here we go.
Well, these guys are married, so
I know. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone to lounges and I've hollered at a couple females, and to be honest, it's not a good mix.
Really?
Because eventually, say, for example, of course I'm single right now, so give you example, if that doesn't work out, guess who I gotta keep seeing at the lounge?
Right.
You gotta go to another lounge.
You gotta
Find a lounge. She go to Yellow Pages.
She comes in with her new fella.
Come with a new fella, I might come with a new chick, and it just
Has that happened where you were with a new person or she was with a new person?
yeah, that's happened.
And was it ever where she was with a new person and you weren't?
Yes, that's happened too.
And did y'all speak?
No.
Didn't speak.
Wow, really?
Didn't speak.
When it happened where you were with someone else, did y'all ever speak when you guys were with someone else?
It all depends how it ended. So sometimes if it didn't end well, sometimes we're not on speaking terms. So a lot of times we'll go to certain lounges and I might see somebody I used to talk to and they don't even speak.
Do you leave or you hanging?
Oh, no, I'm hanging. I'm smoking.
Do they leave?
No, they're not leaving either.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
We're in a,
Stubborn.
we're
Because I guess you don't care how bad you treated him, huh?
Did he treat him bad?
Wow.
Why is that?
I don't know.
That's one of them. What'd you do wrong?
What you do wrong?
Fucked up, but no, ain't nobody fucked up. It's just we just not on speaking terms.
Okay.
That's that we gonna be. Unfortunately, sometimes in Philadelphia, there are lounges, and you're gonna see people.
So you just had an uncoupling.
Yes.
So that's some of the downside of that. But I do see some people who date in the lounge and they're just happy.
Yeah.
They're just happy.
I mean, again, I haven't been married forever, and I have my life that I had before being married, and I did date, you know, a female that was at the lounge, and it was cool. It worked out. I mean, we didn't end up being the forever couple, but you know, we didn't break up on bad terms or anything. It was cool. I mean, it was a really cool situation because she smoked, I smoked. She knew where I was hanging out all the time, so she didn't have that worry of, oh, he's with some other woman or anything like that. She's like, oh, he's married to a cigar. That's where he's going, you know. And so, you know, and then if she ever wanted to get out and about, then she knew where to find me, and then she could come and hang out, and we had a good time. So, I mean, I don't think it's a problem per se, unless, like you said, it's a situation where you have a bad breakup. But if a bad breakup happens, it could be a problem just living in the same city as the person that you're breaking up with, so it's not necessarily the cigar lounge. So.
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem as long as it doesn't rear its ugly head in the lounge, you know.
Right.
And this is the guy who said, "Don't think it's a problem." He's seen 5 fights.
Facts. 5 fights.
And I can say that the people that I've dated, that before I had my rules, that I've dated in my circle, and I dated from the lounges, ended well, you know, not well, you know what I mean, but it ended where we couldn't say hello again. Yeah.
So you basically saying it's just me, huh? Okay, I got
it's
you.
just
Flacco. It's just me. I got you.
Well, you know, if the lounge is playing music and you can dance, then you just dance off somewhere. Dance away from her, or she dance away from you. The good thing though, when it is a club type of atmosphere and things of that nature, if you're a regular and it's your birthday or something like that, they'll do some shout outs to you. People will give you cigars. They do a little special dance for you, put the spotlight on. You know what I mean? Hey, you have a little fun. Yeah.
And that's I wanted to get to that. I'm glad that you went, segue back to that. Like, as far as for me, I don't think it's anything wrong with the fact of a cigar lounge turning into a bit of a club scene. And the reason being is because everything that we experience goes through some kind of change. And the fact that we are, I don't want to make it a racial thing, but it is. I feel like the article was kind of a racial stab.
Real quick, the article was not positive then.
To me,
Definitely
it wasn't.
I agree with Aaron. It definitely wasn't positive.
And I believe that when you do go to a lot of the colored lounges, and I'll say colored as far as Spanish lounges, as far as black lounges, and I know the word colored.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I like more diverse lounges.
We can say
diverse. Yeah, I don't like word color.
Yeah, we'll change the word color.
Let's go off the 1950s.
Colors. All you colors.
They don't sit near
But I think that more of more of our lounges, we are more ready to be social, and whatever that word social means to you, you're ready to do it. If that means that you're ready to have, a talk show in your lounge, which some lounges have. They have a talk show in their lounge. If you have DJs playing, if you have live music, if you have, game night where you guys are playing different card games or, stuff like that, that becomes a social environment.
And don't forget karaoke.
Yeah, karaoke. All of that stuff is fun. Just a couple lounges. I'm not naming it. I ain't naming the lounge.
Okay.
But, it makes it more of a fun thing than just sitting there. Like I said, with my first experience with going into Ashton's, I was in jury duty. After jury duty, I went there. And I mean, literally, I went in there. I was in there with like judges and lawyers, which is great. Yeah. But they were reading the newspapers. We're in the cell phone age, and they're reading newspapers and looking down. They're not even talking to each other, saying hi or good morning, good afternoon.
Everybody in their own world.
Everybody just in their own world, and then they would get up and leave and
never even say anything to anyone else.
Never say anything to anyone else. And that's
lame.
That's
the other end of the extreme.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That makes you more of a person that just want to smoke at home.
So you disagree with the article?
Yes, totally.
Okay.
I totally disagree.
Do you disagree with the article?
Sure.
I do too.
I disagree with the article.
I totally disagree with the article. I just think that it's a social aspect. And I just think it just came off very negative, and I think it was more towards us as a diverse culture. It just kind of seemed like it was more towards what's the word that we were using today? Colors.
Colors.
We're not colors.
Well, diverse.
Diverse. It was just like it's the minorities. It was just like it just came off very harsh. Like, dang, it's just like it was like we was just jigging and just doing nothing.
Yeah.
There's no conversation. Like they couldn't enjoy their cigar. They couldn't do anything. It was
Right.
just it was so negative the whole
Right.
article that it was like it pissed me off, to be honest.
Right. And this statement that I'm making personally, I'm speaking only for myself. I'm not pointing it only at white people lounges because I've gone to a lot of white lounges, and I mean, for instance, I'll throw it out there. CI. I mean, on Fridays they'll have a live band in there. They have dancing going on in there. They playing pool. You know, billiards.
Bring your own mug or something.
Mugs and stuff like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, when they have the sports days, like they're in there hooping and hollering and screaming just like we would be in any other lounge. So it's not just it's
not
people of
relegated
color,
to
people of color
Right.
lounges. It's
Right.
any lounge, and I think that is just a bad article.
And as you said before, lounges have to grow.
Right.
Grow with their customers that they have.
Mhm. And you'll make changes along the way.
Yeah.
You know, you'll find out, you'll stumble, you'll find out what to do, what not to do.
Right.
I think as far as when you describe the far left extreme, let's say, and if you got to have that one or you got to have this one, I'll pick this one, and we'll deal with what comes our way.
Right.
And if it's fights, then we'll deal with the fights, whatever. We're used to that. You know, we'll deal with it, we'll handle it, and we'll change something so it doesn't happen again. But I'll definitely take the hoo-ha and the rah-rah.
Yeah.
I take that. I'll take that. I'm right with that.
Yeah.
Because if I want to be involved with it, I'm going to be there.
Right.
If I don't want to, then I won't go. You know?
Go to
I can
somewhere
definitely-
that type of
I can definitely
thing.
co-sign. He does jump in the
hoopla.
hoopla. Where Bruce go? I'm over here playing. What was that game he was playing? The
Uno? Was it Uno?
Nah, not the Uno. The one.
LCR.
LCR. He playing LCR. I'm like, what the hell?
Or
is
LRC,
this?
left, right, center.
Left, right, center. Yeah.
Yeah.
They in there playing. I'm like, what the hell?
I won that night, too. For money.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa. You can't say that.
He said it. He done said it.
That's camera.
Oh boy.
Well,
Yeah, I think it just makes a bad rep on any cigar lounge.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, any cigar lounge that wants to have a social environment. You know, I mean, for instance, at Wooden Indian, to throw one.
Oh, so
out
we
there.
naming names now.
Just one, just using two.
all right,
Just
go
using
ahead.
two.
Go ahead.
For the Wooden Indian, I mean,
With the fights. Go ahead.
No, they didn't have a fight. They didn't have a fight.
That's my wife.
But what it is they made it very.
Come on, Fruity,
they
we
made
out of
it, they made it cool. They made it cool and social there, where every now
You
and
gonna just
then.
pound
Every
You
now
know who was fighting? All right,
they have their big
Man, I talked to
pig
Fruity,
roast,
man.
and at the pig roast they may have beanbag toss.
And I know they get twisted at the pig
They get
roast.
twisted
Oh,
there.
I've been there. Yeah.
Other times of the year we'll have they'll have poker tournaments for prizes of the lounge, certificates
Cigars,
for the lounge, cigars for the lounge.
Right. And that's a diverse.
some of it
That's a
gets-
diverse lounge.
Some of it actually gets given to the Cigars for Warriors, which is a whole cool thing. And so but that creates a whole big social environment that I feel like the people that made this article would frown upon.
Mhm.
Like, unfortunately, there are younger people that enjoy smoking cigars. It's not the same old
Grandfathers and- yeah, right.
that want to sit in a rocking chair and just
And if you got young cigar smokers, and I'm young, we're talking 21 and older.
right.
If we're talking young cigar smokers, they're not going to want to sit there while you read the newspaper. And if they say something to you, you're like, listen. I said, I'm watching too much.
In my day,
They want to partake in some turnip. They want to turn up a little bit. They gotta turn up a little bit, man. Listen.
you got to
So-
change with the times.
And,
Right.
and cigar lounges also become sports bars in a sense.
Mhm.
Yes, they do.
Football season?
Football season's going on.
Yes, it's a party.
Man,
Yes, indeed.
You come to any lounge on the Eagles game, wear your earplugs. If you're not
Hey, listen, all day.
everybody screaming. Got him on pictures over there, flashing his freaking jersey, and people pushing it all in the dude's face. He's like, "Oh, I'm a Cowboys fan. Why are you doing this to me?" Like, and it makes it fun. It makes it a fun
and
environment.
that was supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun.
Right.
Enjoying a cigar will be fun, relaxing.
And I think the article was against fun, maybe,
yeah,
which
That's
is a
what it
problem.
feels like. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's what it
So
feels like.
we unanimously disagree with the article. If you hadn't read the article, but it's just an article that kind of downed cigar lounges today that have become clubs. So we disagree with it. I like the aspect of a lounge.
Right.
At some times, in some evenings, some nights, becomes a party.
Right.
Yeah, because during the day and during the week or whatever, it's a regular lounge. You know, it's just listen. It's Friday. We're going to have a party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Friday night. It's Friday night.
Right.
We're going to have some fun.
Exactly.
Saturday
Nothing wrong with it.
Some people on Friday
Nothing wrong with
nights.
it.
Some people on Friday nights just want to read their paper on Friday nights. I don't know. Me, I don't do that. I want to turn up a little.
Yeah, I want to turn up just a little bit.
Just a little
tad.
bit.
Mhm.
If you want to read your paper, it's fine. But don't complain about us that don't want to read that at that time of day and that day of the week.
Actually, Mizzay gave you guys a good thing in Mizzay's corner. If you want to read
Bullshit.
your paper while everybody...
He never gets done.
Throw the bullshit. He did a bullshit card right out there.
Did he?
Right out there.
Bullshit. I'm just playing. No, go ahead.
Bullshit. Playing bullshit, I'll be having to pick up cards right
If you don't want to enjoy whatever's going on, the atmosphere around you, you want to be in your own zone, put some earplugs on, and just relax
There you go,
and just do
Relax
your
in
thing.
your own world.
It don't have to be music. It could be an article. You listen to an article, or
Anything.
listen to a book, whatever you have.
And that sends a signal saying, listen, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, leave me alone.
I'm in my own world.
Yeah.
Or to be completely candid, most of you suckers that's sitting there complaining got your own house. Smoke at home.
Well, some people can't smoke at home. But well, that's a whole nother topic.
Smoke at home.
Smoking at home.
Smoking in the car.
If you got your own house, why can't you smoke at home?
Because people in the house may not like when the smell of smoke.
Because they don't wear their pants in the household.
Oh,
Exactly.
wow. Okay, wow.
Exactly.
Well, that's why I live by myself.
Yeah.
You got your own house, you ought to make your own rules.
Can you smoke at home?
Oh, definitely.
Damn.
But
You smoke at home?
No.
Oh no!
I live in a condo.
Listen,
I can't
Fruity,
smoke.
we see what Fruity,
It's not a house.
Can't smoke.
It's not a house.
I live in a
It's a
condo.
condo, right? So
I
that's
can't-
an exempt.
It's a rule. I can't
How's
smoke.
that exempt? It's still his
It's not
house.
a no.
No,
It's a home,
It's-
It's his home.
but it's a condo.
So it has central air that goes down to the neighbor.
It's a shared home between in a building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So
can't.
no one in the whole building can smoke?
No.
No one.
This is
All
a rule.
right, we'll let you slide.
Yeah, so let me
We'll
slide.
you
Let me
with
slide.
that.
Just,
Go
like,
ahead, slide with that.
just like you can't smoke on base.
Yeah, you can't smoke on it.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
Listen, he's not telling on
Is that a rule that
That's rule on government.
So
Just fill
I
it.
didn't
So-
know.
so-
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
you can't smoke. Yeah.
Well, when you
No, you could.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember all
You could smoke in the, I think it was called dorms.
Okay.
It might have been called dorms, but you can smoke where in the
but-
residences.
So
or
they
whatever.
made
Nah, outside you can smoke wherever you want to smoke.
Outside on the base.
on the base.
Oh, okay. All right.
On the base you
Okay.
can smoke.
All right.
But indoors,
Gotcha.
there's no. You're
But
not
that's everywhere now, except for lounges and all that.
Right,
You can't
right,
smoke
right.
indoors.
No,
Yeah.
well, remember I told you when I was at Fort Bliss, they had a brick and mortar that could
And
sell
on the
cigars.
lounge.
But
I
they
mean,
had-
on the base.
on the base
Right.
that sold cigars, but you could not
Take
smoke
it outside.
inside.
Yeah,
You
they
had-
take it
you
outside.
could-
Take it outside.
You had to buy it inside and then walk your ass outside and smoke.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be able to sit inside and smoke on bases.
I got it.
Which is
Can you smoke in your house?
Oh, of course.
All right.
I think by myself.
Hey,
Shit.
listen, I'm
Now,
just asking.
now, talking about cigars right now, we were talking on a different show about different peppers.
Right.
And
Uh-oh.
I'm really tasting a red pepper in this sun grown.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
Yes, I am.
because you said it was a sun grown that you had that had red pepper, but it wasn't exclusive to sun
So
grown.
sun-grown.
Right.
Right. So for me, it was the undercrown sun grown.
Mhm. Yes, and I'm tasting it in this
I like that
Perdomo.
cigar.
Good cigar.
Yeah,
That's the red label
yeah,
joint, right?
yeah,
red label.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just you don't get the red. At least I don't get it. Again, y'all gotta forgive me. My taste buds are a little bit
Trash.
Yeah,
They're
Trash.
My, my palate is
Trash.
So,
Okay.
it's definitely empty.
Smoke six cigars a day.
Right.
I didn't today though.
Which one? Your fifth one?
Second.
Second. Number 2.
Sorry, I'm with him.
But
But yeah, all night.
I ain't going to bed for another
Right. It may wind up being 5.
super fat. Yes, indeed.
So you've had the champagne,
Yes.
and you don't taste red pepper when you
No.
smoke it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I've had the champagne too, and I haven't tasted red peppers in it either. But I'm gonna have to
Revisit it.
revisit and
Revisit,
reevaluate
yeah.
the
And
situation.
smoke it with
Yeah,
that in mind.
with that in mind,
Yeah. I don't think I will. I really listen. I like Perdomo. It's just that I got so many not bad, but just underwhelming Perdomos
Really
before.
underwhelming.
The one that I like still to this day is Lot 23. I like that Perdomo.
Great.
You don't like the 20th anniversary, Joe?
No, it's too many anniversaries.
There's a lot of anniversaries.
Yeah,
it's a lot of anniversaries.
The Noir is pretty definitely good.
Yeah, that's another one. That's
my favorite. The Noir. Yeah, I like the Noir.
Wow, you don't like Perdomo?
I didn't say that. I said I like the Lot 23, and I said I had too many. They have too many cigars. First of all, for me to even remember which ones I had.
Is that bad though?
Well, sometimes it is because don't give me so many options. Don't give me so many options.
Limit my options.
First of all, I haven't remembered which Perdomos I have. Lot 23 I remember because that was the first one, and it's the plainest label. I just remember it.
It is the plainest label.
But the other ones, they all look alike. The anniversaries, you got this anniversary, you got the batch, small batch, all this other stuff, I don't know. I've had some of those other ones. I definitely had the champagne before. I had the Noir before. But those were days where it probably was my third or fourth cigar, and I was just like, yeah, man, I'm going
to smoke this. Hey, fuck it.
So I stay away from them only because there's other stuff out there. There's just too many for me. So I get overwhelmed looking at the line when I go in the shop.
We won't be able to smoke every cigar in our lifetime. So many. So
he disagrees with me.
He's almost done. I done smoked them all. I got to the end of the game. We'll have a show when you show us your last cigar that you smoked. I done smoked them all. Here it is.
Yes. So since this is a two-parter and it's going to be a 0.5 episode, we're almost done. But Flacco, he got some S for you.
Got that shizzit.
So, I don't know if this is from your visits, your travels
one
and all.
one of my visits at
Tell them about it. Go ahead.
the Smoker Zone.
Okay.
So I was there one night.
That's not a visit.
It's a visit.
It's not a travel.
It is a travel for me.
Go ahead.
Because I live in South Philly, so it's a travel for me. So I went
all
there.
the way down the street.
Right. So I went there one night, drinking and smoking, and someone blessed me. I'm hoping they blessed me with a Cuban.
Oh, some of that leaf liquor is falling off.
Which Cubans are the most faked, counterfeited?
The Cohibas.
Yes.
And that's what I have here.
Now, where
So
did you
this
get
is
it
the
from?
test. This is the test.
Now
From a person.
Now you don't know where that person got it
What's the story? Give us a story. What did he say?
Listen, I was a little drunk.
from. Okay.
You only remember
I remember very limited parts.
Okay.
I just remember he's like, nah, you gotta give that to me. He's like, nah, I
know
appreciate everything
I
you
can tell
do.
by how you saying it.
Okay.
I appreciate everything you do. Hey, here.
Everything you do.
Everything you do. He was like, talking about the show.
Oh.
Talking about the show and then, the military stuff. He was like,
He
here,
said, give it to Mizzay.
No.
You give it to the talent.
Hand me my cigar. Hand me my cigar.
Negative.
We have to investigate the cigar.
Right.
We got to look at the cigar.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
I'm trying to get close to Mizzay, but he has security.
Could you pass this to Mizzay? Okay, so
Anyway.
go ahead. Where did he say he got it from?
He said he got blessed from someone. He was out of the country. I can't remember what country.
Okay.
Like I said, I was a little fucked up. We said Jersey. But anyway, he blessed me. I appreciate everything. How I do. Somebody try to bless me. I was like, hey, take something from my Herfordor. He's like, no. This is a gift. I want to bless you here. Take this. I was like, all right. So
he looked in your box and said, no, I want no 3 blunt.
All right.
Come on, man.
So how long ago was this? How long ago did you get it?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
And it's been in that box
It's been
for 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
And that's all Keith gave you?
What's that?
So, what's that? You do have the proper stuff in there to keep the cigar.
Yes.
Okay.
I have everything to keep the cigar.
Can we pass it?
Yeah,
so we can take a
we
look.
want to
Take a look.
All right. And we'll put it in front of the camera so y'all can take a look as well.
I need to inspect that
Yes.
cigar.
Yes, inspected. And it's a Maduro.
Yes, I can tell by
Yeah,
the
did you
labeling.
say
here.
what-
The label says
Yeah, Maduro.
Maduro.
But did you say which one it is? Which Cohiba it is?
Oh, look at this guy. Hey, fancy.
Not fancy. I'm looking for this triple cap. I don't see a triple cap on this thing. It seems like a single cap.
You know what else is
Wait a minute. I don't know.
Hang on, take a look at
it's
it.
another flaw I see too.
You see some flaws?
I do see one flaw that Possibly, I need to see it again.
The labeling, the reflection of the labeling.
So
You got to breathe all hard, bro.
you have to.
You don't want to break your heart.
Break his heart. Break his heart.
Listen.
Break your heart.
Someone blessed me.
This is a
There's something
Maduro.
you
wasn't blessed.
This is
Who
a
was it?
Maduro 5. All right, we're not going to say.
Does it say it? You said?
That's
Okay.
a Maduro 5. We're not going to say who gave it to you because I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Gotcha.
But the hologram on it looks okay. It does appear to only have a single cap, but from the lighting, I can't really tell too much from here. Yeah, maybe we can use your phone. But the one thing that's a dead giveaway, unfortunately, with Cohiba.
It's something about the label for me. What do you see?
Yeah, this looks single cap. No. It's, yeah, this looks like a bad single cap. But the one thing that's a dead giveaway for a counterfeit Cohiba that is the going consensus is that the factory is very meticulous, very anal with the label and their dots that goes around the label.
You see how the dots disappear?
They will always line up.
Mm-hmm.
Even where it cuts, where the band cuts, it will always line up with the next square perfectly. These are off a little bit.
Yes.
Like one side is down a little bit and the other one is up. And that's like one of the things that's a dead giveaway. The other thing that you can tell too is the coloration of the wrapper. Typically all Cuban wrapper, if you really look at it, all cigars appear to be brown, but if you look at mostly all Cuban wrappers, they have like a reddish color to it. And as you can see with this one, mine is kind of dark, but if you look at it, as Bruce is going to show you up close, it looks just flat brown. And I definitely want Bruce to show you all the
circle, the dots
where the split is in the back.
It's not the top line of the dots aren't all full dots. They get cut off at the top.
Right.
Okay.
So there was another type of shoe polish he should have put on this.
Shoe polish.
To give it that color.
Color.
Required.
So I would say that this is a good replica, but
good
just because it has the hologram, which is pretty good. Like it's kind of hard for them to get the hologram when they're doing the replicas. But the problem with smoking a replica Cuban is me and a few of my friends, we dissected a lot of Cuban cigars that's fake Cubans. And the problem with it is a lot of times they'll just grab a cigar and whatever things like cut off or left on the floor, they'll sweep it and just throw it in as a filler. And we've taken some apart. They had rat droplets in it. They had rocks in it. They had fingernails in it. They had a lot of, bird crap in it. Like, it's a lot of stuff that you really don't want to smoke. So I would just say be careful because it does look a little off.
Light it up.
I don't even know if I would like that motherfucker.
With that being said, light it up.
I don't know if I would like that
motherfucker. At the back
motherfucker.
of the label where the split is, you can see the lines of the dots. They like this. And normally they are.
So it seems like I haven't been blessed.
No, you haven't.
Well, I mean, it's a good sentiment, because
he might not have any idea.
He might not have any idea.
That's
something that I'll always say. That's something that I'll always say to you guys out there. If anybody ever gives you a gift of a Cuban cigar, they say it's a Cuban cigar. It's a good sentiment that they were thinking about you. More so, think about it from that term, that they're giving you a gift and they don't have to give you shit.
For all intents and purposes, he was giving you a Cuban cigar.
Right.
Yes.
That was his mindset.
In his mindset. He
Yeah.
was giving that to me.
Right.
We assume.
And for all the hard work you do, I think that is the proper cigar for you.
Yeah. Huh? So you should donate that to Cigars for Wolves.
Huh?
I hate you and you. So, like, 1 and 2. 1, 2.
Just joking.
This is what we do. This is what we do.
I love my guy.
1 and 2.
Of all the hard work he does, it's a proper cigar.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Another great episode. Appreciate you, gentlemen. We are going to sign off. We're going to do our last words. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for taking a look. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. We are Osaje Cigar Talk, as you can see, and we'll see y'all next time. Aaron.
Hey, listen. Cigar lounges, as we talked about, can be social. This show is going to be pretty much the same. Sometimes you'll get, strict, intricate, detailed strategies that we want to talk about, and sometimes we'll just do what we do in the shop, which is talk shit and joke.
Yes.
So I think that'll be a good thing for you guys to watch. It'll be good entertainment. Keep tuned. Stay tuned.
I'm Mizzay Littlejohn, and again, we like to have fun. We like to enjoy good liquor, good cigars, and we like to just try to share that with you guys. So if you have any comments, please subscribe and let us know what you'd like to hear.
Dwight?
Listen. Is this the last show for us?
Yes.
All right.
This is it. We're never coming back.
What are you talking about? The last show. I'm sorry. Last show for myself.
No,
for a little while.
Oh, because he's going away.
I'm going away.
Yes.
So
you may not see him for the next few shows. Maybe.
Forever.
Stop. I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. I didn't say anything about a monkey taking his place.
He never come back.
See, ignorant 1 and 2. See, bang bang. But I want to again thank everybody for all the support. I want to thank my bros, Aaron, Mizzay, Bruce, for everything they've done, bringing this together, bringing the show together. I love these guys. I didn't even realize how long I've known them.
Yeah.
And when I sat back, so like time flies. Over the years become very close. These are my bros. I love you guys. I appreciate everything you guys do. I'll see you guys in a couple months, and we can start it again. They're going to continue to torch and bring it on and give you guys more knowledge. Mizzay Corners, Bruce with his,
with his what? His what?
What he bring today?
Talk about you, man.
Talk about when I met you ain't had no grades.
As you see all the grades. But listen, I love you guys. I love these dudes. I'll see y'all in a couple months. Make sure you subscribe. You'll hear from me because I'm definitely going to be smoking. I don't know about and joking. I don't know about the drinking because I ain't going to have too many drinks where I'm at, but I'm definitely going to be smoking. I'll send you some stuff where I'm at, and I love you guys. I'll see you on the next side.
Send us some video footage so we can put it on the show.
Of course.
Listen, I appreciate your service. I got a cigar from Southwest Philly for you.
Actually, I'm actually curious about what kind of cigar you may get while you were in Qatar, right?
Can they smoke
Qatar? In Qatar. So I heard from the grapevine was that they have Cubans over there.
Yeah, and
The authentic Cubans.
I can believe that. I can actually believe that.
I'm more.
Qatar. Listen, if everybody don't know about Qatar, Qatar is a very rich country.
Right.
They got money. That's why they do what they do. It's up there with Dubai and everybody else. They got a couple dollars. So from what I've heard from over there, I'll be able to smoke. But of course, what I'm going to do is bring my own cigars.
Okay.
Understood.
All right. I'm Bruce Johnson from Osaje Cigar Talk. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
Cigar Talk Show.
Wait, where's that cigar?
It's be Darcy.
Yeah? And why is that?
I just like that.
It's just what
I like dark.
How's your luck been, Darcy?
With that meat.
With that selection of meat.
Well, as you can see, my ass is single, so clearly ain't been that good. So.
Look out, white women.
Now, we give it to you 100. We don't sugarcoat nothing. We do interviews, we give it to you 100. If we give our opinion, we give it to you what it is. You should subscribe. We know.
Cigar Talk Show.
All right, thank y'all.
Osage Crew. Cigar Talk Show. Cigar Talk Show.